The Texas Parks and Wildlife television series is supported in part by Texas Parks and Wildlife Foundation, conserving the wild things and wild places of Texas thanks to members across the state.
Additional funding provided by the Toyota Tundra. Your local Toyota dealers are proud to support outdoor recreation and conservation in Texas. Adventure, it's what we share.
Coming up on Texas Parks and Wildlife.
That's about the average size of an alligator egg.
Those memories and those special moments you will not forget.
It's just extraordinary that we can get all these young kids out here to learn about nature and the prairie ecosystem because they are our future.
Texas Parks and Wildlife, a television series for all outdoors.
This park is kind of special to me. Been growing up here as a kid, this has always been a part of my life. The alligator is kind of the mascot of this beautiful park. The main thing is just monitoring the nest. It gives you a way to gauge the health of the population here in the park. You'll kind of look and you'll start seeing a trail where she's coming back and forth, kind of tending to that nest. I just know.
Barry Eversole is the longest-serving game warden with the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department. And his son Cord is a biologist with Stephen F. Austin University. Together, these two Gator Guardians are going on the ultimate egg hunt. They are here to study the nesting habits of the American alligator.
It's nice to get out of the office, for one, so I spend a lot of time, analyzing data and writing and, doing office-type stuff. So that's probably the number one thing, is it's a chance to be outside and actually interact with the things that, that I teach about, that I spend so much time studying and writing about. Took an interest in not only alligators, but reptiles and wildlife kind of in general as a kid, so I always knew I wanted to be a biologist. Grew up here, just a few minutes from the park. So alligators were kind of just a normal part of life growing up. Having, my dad is a game warden, and he was always dealing with some of the nuisance alligator calls as part of his day-to-day. And, it's always kind of cool. It's like, oh, that's my dad.
I'd go catch an alligator, I'd stop by the house, show the kid. Then he started volunteering out here at the park and everything else, and ends up into grad school and decides his research project is going to be based on alligators. It was just kind of a natural fit.
When he starts messing with that nest, he's got to concentrate. He's got his head down in that nest, and he can't look around. So that's kind of what my job is to be the lookout and make sure that that female doesn't sneak up on him, and you don't let your guard down.
So once we find kind of where they are, then you can just kind of gently pull back the vegetation, and you do have to be really careful with the eggs. That's about the average size of an alligator egg. I've seen some a little bigger, a little bit smaller. My guess is that these are probably high quality eggs. Here at Brazos Bend, the clutch size on average is about 30.
There's some of them that are cracked.
Within the next couple of weeks, they're gonna be hatching.
Once they've collected the eggs, they'll incubate them using the same methods as the female American alligator. Compost.
You don't want to rush them. The mulch is going through that decaying process. It's hot, it's humid. We're falsely creating the nest. The environment in the nest is what's happening. All the visitors out at the park really like seeing the hatchling alligators. They can see them up close, and they can use them as an educational tool.
Working with the hatchlings is a really special and unique experience. Being able to help take care of them for the year and a half that they stay with us, it's really rewarding. In here I have the 2 hatchling alligators that we're going to be releasing today. They're ready to go back out into the wild. Whenever I put him down, you're probably going to hear him chirping a lot. That's a call for distress for their mother. They've just been moved from a tank that they've been in for about a year to this whole new environment.
The thing that's really, I think, kind of kept my interest in alligators is that what I do on a day-to-day allows me to go out in the field with my dad.
I'm very proud of him. A father, to be able to work with a son in this type of environment is a rarity. And I feel fortunate to work with him and all the stuff we've done over the years. Not very many people get to do what I get to do.
What I love about this park is the accessibility to nature. You just never know what you're going to see and the beauty and the natural wonders. It's a place to explore nature.
On a gently rolling landscape in central Texas lies a welcoming natural refuge. Lake Somerville State Park is made up of 2 units, joined together by a great wilderness path that weaves around the shores of an 11,000+ acre lake.
Both units offer boating, birding, and fishing opportunities.
Nice fish.
You can also hike, bike, or ride your horse on over 40 miles of trails. We have RV campsites, or you can pitch your tent under the stars on the Trailway. Pretty much everything you'd want to do in the outdoors. Lake Somerville State Park lies in the post oak savanna, and post oak savanna gives you lots of oaks, like the name implies, but also a lot of native prairie grasses and flowers bring the insects, and insects bring the birds, so it's kind of a birder's paradise. Probably the most popular things are the bald eagles. We have bald eagles here, but we also have painted buntings and just all different types of birds of prey and waterfowl, so it really is a birder's paradise.
Lake Somerville is fed by Yewa Creek and its tributaries. The Yewa has drawn people to its shores for millennia.
Some of the same reasons why Lake Somerville State Park is a great area for people to visit today are the same reasons why these were great places for Native peoples in the past. We have a superlative natural resource base. There was an abundance of game. Some archaeologists think fish as well, and certainly native edible wild plants.
In the 1960s, the Army Corps of Engineers dammed the Yewa Creek Basin. The resulting lake created new outdoor recreation opportunities, and Lake Somerville State Park opened in 1970.
We have Birch Creek Unit and Nels Creek Unit. We have a 13-mile trailway that connects the 2 around the lake. The Trailway is really where it all comes together and connects both units with nature.
Isn't that nice?
The main trail is 13 miles long from Birch Creek to Nails Creek, but we also have about 15 miles of other trails and spurs that go off of the main trailway.
That bend look good, girls, right down there?
Yes.
There you go. Way to go, Evelyn.
What I love most about the Trailway is the variety of activities we have to do.
I'm getting you, John.
I really love this set of trails because it's secluded. You get the breeze of the lake, then you're in these canopied sections that keep the sun off of you, and you're back to being able to see the wide open space. It's wonderful. It's just really something special to be able to be in a place that's not far from several major cities, but really feel like I'm out in the middle of nowhere. It just goes on and on. It seems like the trailway never ends.
All right, buddy. Keep an eye out for the eagles.
I heard those frogs do like I heard them.
What's that? That's not an eagle, is it? That guys, that big thing? What's that?
We're hiking, having a good time with kiddos.
Look what the eagles can do.
Whoa, yeah.
I'm gonna lead the way.
Okay, lead the way.
Short loop, but enjoyable loop. Hey, what's that? What's that?
Oh, wow.
The eagle!
Is that a bald?
It's like a classic American eagle pose.
You know, it's the old saying, to get away from it all. It's actually a great thing. Kind of feels like a reset. You're back, you're, a little bit cleansed in a way. Feel like you're back at a baseline and not just the extremes of work and being busy and chores. It just feels like you reset a little bit.
Lake Somerville State Park and Trailway is quality.
Lake Somerville State Park and Trailway offers something for all to enjoy.
It's just really a unique place in Texas.
Wish you could spend more time with nature? Well, every month you can have the great outdoors delivered to you. Since 1942, Texas Parks and Wildlife magazine has been the outdoor magazine of Texas. Every issue is packed with outstanding photography and writing about the wild things and wild places of this great state. And now Texas's best outdoor magazine is available as an app. It's just that easy. Texas Parks and Wildlife magazine. Your connection to the great outdoors.
Going out and hunting not only creates a big bond, but you get to spend more time with your husband and your children.
All the doves are flying?
Yeah, they're all flying. Can you still hear me?
Huh?
Can you still hear me?
At one time it was just me and the kids were out in the woods, going. And then my wife didn't hunt. She just loved to fish. And then one day I asked her, hey, would you love to join us? And now that I got her in the woods, now I got an animal.
Yes, got it. I can't stop. I love it. It's now a competition. And yes, last year I was better.
And ain't nothing better than having a family out here. It's priceless.
We're here today with my husband, two of my children, which is Scotty and Shane, and my grandson, Noah.
Ooh.
It's not only about being with a family, just sitting out there enjoying the wildlife, the adventure, the nature. It's so beautiful. I just love it.
The benefits of having WMAs in the state of Texas are that we serve as an example of good land stewards, but also provide public hunting opportunities because the vast majority of Texas is privately owned. Once you pay the annual public hunting permit, you get access to nearly 1 million acres of public hunting opportunities. Wildlife management areas also serves as shelter for a lot of native species of Texas, some of those that are endangered. WMAs help keep Texas wild.
There are a lot of great places to dove hunt across the state of Texas, but when it comes to public lands, Las Palomas WMA has been kind of the premier spot. This is where most of our hunters see the best success year in and year out. This property was acquired with hunter funds from the Migratory Game Bird Endorsement, and the funds from that endorsement go directly back into habitat conservation and public hunting opportunities.
Here in the WMAs is basically the spot I'll probably stay and hunt for the rest of my life. You come out early morning, the sun's coming up, dew's on the grass, loading up your gun and getting ready for the day's hunt. It's a little piece of heaven. There's some getting up right there. Just get your $48 license, you hunt, and go home. It's carefree. A little high. The hunting is great. I wouldn't give it up for anything. It looked like they're coming from the south side and coming across the field. We should be able to get us some action here in a little bit. Here comes a dove right here. Here we go. Got him. Looking for the birds are the hardest part. It's not bad. It's a good job for a dog though. See feathers here. Here we go. Gold mine. Found him. Let's get back to work. The patience of dove hunting. Waiting for the next one. Here we go. Five shots, 4 birds. That's pretty good. As I'm leaving the field, I'm thinking about the next time I will put my feet on Las Palomas. It's been a good year, and I'll see everybody next year in the same place. Here comes one right over top.
Oh, I missed.
You can be my bird watcher. So we're gonna go down here and we're gonna look for some birds and you're gonna find them for me. You ready? Let's go. Come on.
Here comes one right here.
You see that, Shane?
Oh. Yes. Got it!
You're able to take one down finally. Is it a white wing or a mourning dove?
Mourning dove.
No, it's a white one, look. You don't usually get a family that do it all. So it's really something special, honestly, to have mom and pops and the little ones out here, honestly, teaching them the ropes.
I caught a bird.
First bird. That's so awesome.
What kind of bird is that?
It's a white wing.
You're a good little bird dog.
There you go. Look at him following Shane.
Come on, Noah.
I'm gonna look for more birds.
I like that he has a big smile on his face and he's got something to go home and tell Mama. She's gonna be proud of him. That makes us happy as grandparents.
Gotta look around, up in the trees, in the sunflower field.
Seeing our children at a very young age, bonding, family time, the memories, all those pictures I took, all those wonderful moments. It's just something very precious to a mother to see those kids loving it and the excitement and the fun that we had together. It's tradition that's passing down. Now the family's here at my house, and this is the most wonderful part of it all. After we go hunting, we have a great dinner. Thank you for letting us harvest this food that we're about to eat. What makes me happy is having the family together. Those traditions just keep on going. Those memories and those special moments you will not forget. And it's just priceless.
We
We've had these purple martins here since about 1997. And we started just with one house, and now we're up to 92 available cavities. And it kind of became a hobby, then a passion, then an obsession. And now I know it's an obligation to take care of these birds. And a lot of people think I must be crazy to feed them, but we began teaching the purple martins how to eat lunch, scrambled eggs, and it's been quite successful. There are many of these new landowners out here that want to learn how to do things right. They want to learn how to be good land stewards. How can we bring back the birds? How can we bring back the pollinators? And that's what we're hoping to do with this property, is to teach people how to do that. The girls. I call them my ladies of the prairie.
The cattle emulate what would have been the bison on the tallgrass prairie. We no longer have those bison migrating across the plains. So we use cattle as a tool to emulate their role on the prairie, most of which would be disturbance.
So I go out on a daily basis and check to see where we need to move the cows. Come on, let's go! Come on! Go!
It used to be an old dairy farm, so this is truly a perfect demonstration area of going from a very overused property to the tallgrass prairie.
Come on! Come on, mamas! I don't let them take them down to the ground because that's why we lost our natives in the first place. Oh, they're eating nothing but rye right now. Well, also, I think over here they were eating some dock.
Some curly dock?
Some curly dock, and they are eating the seed heads off the top of them right now.
A prairie landscape specifically is incredibly diverse. And without that diversity of the plant life, we also lose that diversity of animals, and it's invaluable.
This is broom sedge blue stem.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I transplanted that out of the garden. It's not a great forage, but I'm sure for lots of wildlife it's great cover.
Yeah. One thing that you'll know once you meet Julie is that she consistently says, "This land doesn't belong to me. I'm just a guest here." We began working with Julie through the Pastures for Upland Birds program, and we started a partnership to help fund her outdoor classroom.
Everybody say cheese!
We are super excited to have all of you here at the Prairie Classroom. So we're gonna start with an exploration. We're gonna be looking for migratory birds.
Yes, that's a mockingbird.
Do you see the birds up here? So those are red-winged blackbirds.
Yeah, I can see one. Yeah, there's a big one in there.
It's just extraordinary that we can get all these young kids out here to learn about the outdoor nature and the prairie ecosystem, because they are our future. And to have these kids experience nature and all that it has to offer, that's what does it for me.
I see purple martins up in the sky.
So much about learning is derived around play. And so when children are in nature, they immerse themselves in the environment. They learn from looking at the ground, looking up at the sky, participating with their hands. It's a valuable tool to teach our next generation of conservationists.
1, 2, 3.
This series is supported in part by Texas Parks and Wildlife Foundation, conserving the wild things and wild places of Texas thanks to members across the state.
Additional funding provided by the Toyota Tundra. Your local Toyota dealers are proud to support outdoor recreation and conservation in Texas. Adventure is what we share.